Hi everyone and welcome, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kristen and I am a certified fitness instructor and an occupational therapist. And today I have for you a 10-minute stretch and cool down routine. This is version 2 of my stretch and cool down. It contains 10 minutes of stretching, and the stretches are different from my first 10-minute stretch and cool down. So that means you could pair the two together and get a full body 20-minute stretch and cool down, or you could use this on its own at the end of any workout. All you need is a soft surface, so a yoga mat or exercise mat or even a towel on the ground or some carpet will do. And make sure you have a wall or door frame nearby, we're going to use that for one of our upper body stretches. Make sure you're stretching just to the point where it's still comfortable and not straining. The important point in any stretch is not to go too far, but to hold the stretch for at least 20 to 30 seconds, as we will do today. So with that, I invite you to make some space around you and let's stretch. Okay, so we'll start standing with feet maybe just a little bit wider than shoulder width. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and raise our arms up overhead. Reach as high as we can while keeping the shoulders down and back. Take another deep breath. We're going to reach up and over to one side. You could put your hands together if you want and pull with your right hand your left arm up and over. Really push with the left foot into the ground while reaching the left arm up and over. Take a deep breath and exhale. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, reach up and over. Push the right foot into the ground and reach that right hand diagonally and up towards the ceiling. Good, and release. Now let's do that again. Reach those arms up overhead. This time we're going to bend the left arm, the elbow. Try and grab that elbow with the right arm and pull it back behind your head. Make sure you're standing tall. So I'm going to turn to the side. We're standing nice and straight, not bending over at the neck or the upper back. It's a nice stretch for our tricep, reaching our left hand down our upper back. And let's gently switch. Reach those arms up to the sky. Bend the right arm so the hand goes down the back. Try to grab that elbow with your left arm and pull it behind your head. Take some nice deep breaths. Good. All right. Gently release. Now we're going to find that wall. Turn so your shoulder is near the wall, and you're going to reach back with one of your arms. Put your hand flat on the wall. Get a little closer. Keep that arm straight. And then you're just going to try to turn your shoulders gently away from the wall until you feel a nice stretch through the front of your shoulder and chest. Take some nice deep breaths. You can also think about turning your hips and your shoulders together towards the front of the room or away from the wall. Good. Gently release. We'll do the other side. So again, reach back far behind the wall. Get a little bit closer, and then gently try to turn your shoulders and your hips away from the wall. Feeling a nice stretch through. You might feel a stretch in the biceps, the upper part of the arm, the shoulder, and the chest. Gently release. Let's turn to face the front. Take a nice wide stance with those legs, and we're going to fold forward at the hips. Hips go back, back stays fairly straight, legs stay fairly straight, and you can reach either for your thighs, for your your shins. If you have the flexibility, for your feet or ankles. And just hold here. Deep breaths. We're going to gently release, and we're going to turn to one side. So we've got one leg in front of the other. We're going to do a high lunge. So lots of space between those legs, and we're going to reach down towards the ground, hands on either side of this front leg. If that's tough, you can leave your knee on the ground, okay? But try keeping it straight and really trying to sink down with the hip while keeping the back leg straight, getting lower in those hips towards the ground. Good. Let's do a little rotation. So my left leg is forward. I'm going to place my right hand on the ground and bring my left arm up towards the ceiling. Let's come back down to the ground. We'll bring this back knee down. And we're going to bend the front leg. So bring the heel in towards our back knee. We're going to get into something called pigeon. So front leg is bent, and the heel is coming almost to where our hip is here. For some people, this will be enough of a stretch in the hip of the leg that's bent. For others, you might be able to go down onto your forearms. Great. Now let's gently turn so that we're sitting on our side. Gonna bend that back leg. And try and get your hand, your leg with your hand. We're going to stretch our quadriceps. So pull the foot to the back, pull the knee to the back of the room and the hip forward. And then try pushing your foot into that hand. Deep breaths. Gently release. And now we're going to have to do all of that on the other side. So come on up. This time we can start on our knees. We're going to bring the other leg forward. So I did my left leg forward last time. I'll bring my right one forward. I'm going to get my hands down beside each side of that leg. And with the back leg, I'm going to try and straighten it, while also trying to bring my hips down lower to the ground. If you can, reach the ground with your hands. Place your left hand on the ground, if your right leg is forward, and reach the opposite arm up towards the ceiling. So we're doing a bit of a rotation, a twist here in high lunge. Let's release, bring both hands back down to the ground. We're going to bend that back leg, and now we're going to curl the front leg in so the heel comes towards the opposite hip. Reach the back leg back, and really sink both of our hips towards the ground. That might be enough of a stretch for you. If you need more, you can lower on to your front forearms, onto your forearms. Some deep breaths. All right, let's roll onto our side. We'll curl up this back leg and try and get our hand on the ankle. Now we're going to send the knee to the back of the room and the hip forward. And then if you need more of a stretch, just try pushing that foot or that ankle into your hand. Taking nice, slow and deep breaths. And we'll gently release. Let's come on back to the end of our mat on our legs folded. We're going to reach out far, hips stay back over our feet. And just hang out with our forehead on the ground in child's pose. Releasing some tension that may have built up in our back, lower back, even between the shoulder blades. We can feel them spreading apart here. Breathe deep into those ribs in the back. And now walk your hands to one side of the mat. And again, try to send the opposite hip to the back of the room. Getting a nice stretch down the side of our body. Good, let's walk to the other side. Place your hands and then relax down towards the ground, sending the opposite hip again to the back of the room, feeling a nice stretch down the side of your body. Good, and let's walk right back to the center. Walk our hands back up. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And that's it. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this 10-minute stretch that you can do at the end of any workout, or you could add it on to my first version of our cool down and stretch for a nice 20-minute relaxing full body stretch. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up down below. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit subscribe so you'll be notified for any future videos that I put out. And with that, I wish you a good day, evening, or night, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.